Hi, I'm Tahita from Young Pony Club, and I'm here to talk about the Crisis Consequences track. Consequences is basically about the meeting of some great musical minds who wanted to help the charity Crisis and provide funds so they can continue doing all the good work they're doing with homeless people, young and old. It was basically started up by Pearl Lowe, who's the wife of Danny from Supergrass, and she gathered together lots of bands that she liked and people she admired and got them into the studio with a guy called Paul Epworth, who's a pretty big producer these days, having done stuff like Kate Nash and The Rapture and all sorts, and he basically made all of these disparate people into a very exciting track. It gave us the opportunity to work with people like Andy Rourke and Supergrass to help Crisis. Homelessness is quite close to our hearts in terms of being a cause that we feel strongly about. It was just a really good opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. The money raised from the track will just go towards helping homeless people, making their lives better, trying to get them back into, I suppose, normal life in inverted commas, helping them find shelter, helping them get back into the workforce, helping them have counselling if they need it, and so on. I mean, there's 1,001 ways in which this money will help them. I think it's important for high-profile anyone to use their status to draw attention to charities or causes or just anything that interests you. I mean, the world is a pretty crazy place, and there are a lot of different things that need sorting out. I think there's a general sense among many people of apathy, that they can't actually make a difference. So if people who are in the public eye are drawing attention to causes in a way that suggests that something can be done rather than just kind of singing about them and then going back to their swimming pools and their Mercedes, then obviously it's going to excite and inspire people and hopefully make them feel like they can be part of it and make a difference too. I think the main thing about the way it worked, which is interesting and makes it completely different from other charity records, is that none of the artists heard what the people previously playing on the track had done. So, when we all heard the track at end, it was a complete surprise what it sounded like. Consequences, it's a kid's game. I played it myself in very strange places. But anyway, enough about me. It's basically a piece of paper, and it can work one of two ways. Either you can draw a whole person in a series of stages. The first person would draw the head and fold that piece of paper over, then the next person would draw the body and fold that piece of paper over, and then the next person would draw the legs. And then you'd open it up at the end and everyone would see what sort of crazy monster or pin-up girl had been created by all these different groups of people. Or you can tell a story, which is the one I used to play when I was a kid, where you'd start off with once upon a time there was a blah, and then the blah met a so-and-so, and on it goes until you have a little tale that fits on a nice sheet of A4. The Consequences track will be available to download from the 21st of April, and then if you want to buy a CD as well, which would be good, that will be available the week after. If you want to know more about the Crisis Consequences track, firstly, for Crisis, you can go to myspace.com/Crisis Consequences, or for Crisis and lots of other worthy causes, go to myspace.com/Impact UK.